Hey there, 9 a.m. family. Hope you're having a blessed week so far. This week's Midweek Ponder comes from Matthew chapter 22, verses 36 through 40. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it, love thy neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. So yesterday I was in a waiting room with my mom, and if you're ever at the doctor's office, waiting rooms are, quiet and they're sick people, so they're great places for deep conversations to start. And in that, my mom started to let me know that on Netflix she was watching this show she was really enjoying about this guy who was basically doing documentaries about all these different types of religions and how they all have three things in common: love, hope, and faith. And almost without thinking, I turned to her and I said, Mom, but what about grace and mercy? And she looked at me not understanding. I'm like, well, Mom, we can't really have love, hope, or faith if it wasn't for the grace and mercy of God allowing us to share in that from Him. And it got me thinking about this particular part of the Bible where, we realize that the greatest commandment, of course, makes sense, would be to love God, and the second one would be to love others. But do we always realize that the reason we can love others is because we love God, and because God loved us first, that is how we can love God? See, if it wasn't for God's grace and mercy, we wouldn't have anything to share with our neighbors, because He's the source. Everything comes from Him. And I think that's what I was trying to tell my mom, which is different than all religions, the one true God shared His love with us first. And then when sin entered the world, through His grace and mercy, He made a way that we can continue to share that love, not for now, not for this world, but eternally. And so as we go about our day and we think about maybe these two greatest commandments on which all other laws and prophets hang on, maybe we should remember that as we're loving others, where the source came from for us to be able to do so. As we're doing those acts of kindness, big or small, whether it's just opening that door, just, blessing someone with a smile, that we remember that came from a God who loved us first, and then through His grace and mercy made a way for us to be able to share that love He gave us with the rest of the world. I hope that you're having an amazing week. Please remember that I pray for each of you by name, so if you have anything, please send it my way. I'd love to pray for you. It's my honor to pray for you. And God bless you this week, and I mean that with all my heart, and I hope to see you all on Sunday.